Hello, YouTube. This is your girl Aisha coming at you with another video, of course. I'm here. Excuse the noise in the background. My daughter, she's listening to her her little stuff on YouTube. But I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got started with Tara. I'm no longer, first off, I must say, excuse me, I must say that I am no longer ashamed to tell you and everyone in the world that yes, I do tarot now. Um, and I'm so glad that I do it because I've learned so much about myself and who I am as a person. And first off, before I even starting, I have to give a shout out to my homegirl, Cheetah Tarot. If you do not know her, if you are not subscribed to her, please go follow her. She does readings and she's helped me in so many ways. Like I would call her my spiritual sister at a time when I was like full of uncertainty and just doubt. She's really helped me along my way. Like um I just thank God for her gift and for her blessing me um and 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 actually giving me the knowledge that she had for herself. So I just want to say thank you, Cheetah. But anyway, yeah, so a lot of people are wondering how the heck I do tarot or how did I start doing it. So I gotta tell you that I always like, even as a kid, like I always been a weirdo. I was like the one secluded. I was always the one talked about. I was always the one called dumb. I was always the slow one. Like I was just the awkward person. Like even in high school, middle school, elementary, even remembering like my times in elementary, I was just always awkward. I always went against the grain. Um, Never really was good at school, but I was always an achiever in life. Like if anyone ever told me that I couldn't do something, I would like do it anyway, and I would go more into that maybe later because I got another story for that as well. But anyway, yeah, so I've always been an achiever. And so how I got into tarot, like I was telling you, I was always weird. So even as a child, I was into like weird, like crazy stuff, but like I was into just gosh and Gozy. Sorry about that. Travis, come here. I was into like just weird stuff. I was a weirdo. Like I would like death.
You're not a weirdo.
I know, son.
You
But-
weren't deaf.
Here.
You weren't anything. No, that's not what I meant.
Throw it away, baby.
You were everything. You were anything. You were the person you were being.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You need
He's
more
right.
confidence in yourself.
What you say, son?
You need more confidence in yourself.
But let them hear you, because they don't hear you.
She needs more confidence in herself when she makes YouTube videos.
Okay, I'll make sure I have more confidence in myself. But anyway, okay, so I just want to give y'all everything, but I'm just gonna get to the point because I know people don't like watching long videos. But okay, so I got into tarot. Like I was going through a hard time. Like me and my kids. Everyone knows that me and my kids' father, we kind of broke up, whatever. And like when you ain't got like nothing to do, we ain't got no friends. When all you got to do, when all you have is yourself, when all you have to do is work on yourself, like really, like it ain't nothing else to do but to just get in tune with who you are, and you just start like they say in the Bible or they say in the church, like, oh, you need to stay in the church because you're gonna start dibbling and dabbling in things that you ain't got no business dibbling and dabbling in. And honestly, I think dibbling and dabbling in here and there is the best part of life because life again is an experience. We're supposed to be living life to its fullest because we are experiments and we are supposed to be experiencing life. And so I was experimenting with myself. You know, I had low self esteem at one point in my life. When I moved into my apartment, and I would get my kids every other week, I would be really lonely. I had no one to talk to, nobody. Like it was just me. And so I was already connected to like the psychic world because um I would get readings at these places or whatever. And basically I would get readings, and I got connected to like people on YouTube and people on Facebook that were also spiritual. So long story short, how did I get into it? Okay. So Cheetah Tarot, like she would give me readings all the time. And then like on like one of my last readings, it may not have been my last reading, like one reading before last or three readings before the last one. Cause girl, you know I'm gonna continue to go to you because you my boo. But I got this one reading for her that stood out the most. I will never forget this reading. She was looking at the card and she said, "It's a crystal ball here." She said, you're not going to be getting readings from me anymore. You're going to be doing your own. You're going to be giving other people readings." And I was like, whatever, man. Like like most readings that she gave me, or most of the readings that she's given me has definitely come to pass. But I just didn't see this reading like I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna go with it. But I was like, whatever. And so, before she told me that, I already had a deck of tarot cards, but I never really utilized them because they're like so. I don't know. I just didn't get them. I just didn't get them. Like, but okay. So I was about to work with this guy, and this is in my second book. I'm writing a second book. It should be published very soon. But I was working with this. I was looking on Craigslist because the last person that I worked with in my last video, they like messed up my hair. Like my makeup was looking bad. This person was supposed to be on the scene, like through the whole scene, like making sure my hair looked good. When I saw the video, I was just so disappointed. I said, I ain't working with her no more. I was upset. So she's like a PR. So I said, you know what? I'm about to find somebody on Craigslist and see if they could help me. So I went on Craigslist, and it was this guy who basically said he could help me. Like I put like a little flyer up saying I need someone to help me promote my book. And he was like, I got you. Like I know all these people and stuff. Long story short, he scammed me out of like $300. And it was the worst thing ever. Like you'll find out about that in my next book. Yeah, you'll find out in my next book of how I got scammed. But before I used this person, I was asking my angels because I really wasn't into tarot, but I just would pull cards. I would just like do it, and then like a card would pop out here and there. I didn't know what the cards meant, but I would look up the card and then I was like, okay, whatever. Like I never really took it in until I got scammed. Now when I before I met that scammer, like I would shuffle my cards, and then like this deceptive card would keep like they kept coming out. The deceptive card kept coming out. I couldn't like I would do it all over again. Like, angels, please tell me if this person is gonna help me. And like the deceptive card kept coming out. I was like, man, like I would try to get another card to pop out, like a good card, like the sun card, like a new beginnings card, the ace of what is that, wands, like something like that. But it was the deceptive card, like it kept coming out. And I was like, man, like why is this card coming out? Like I'm just so mad. Like I don't want this card coming out. But I never really paid attention to it. Like I was like, whatever, these cards don't know what they talking about. So I just put them up, and I'll start working with the guy. Long story short, he ended up cheating me, or scamming me out of $300. And the day that he scammed me, my mind literally went back to the deceptive card, the deception card. And I was like, oh my freaking God, like the card is freaking right. Those cards freaking work. Like I was like, oh my God, like those cards work. And so I was like, he scammed me. How can he do this to me? And so I was just like, oh man, like those cards really work. But I just really did not know how to work with those cards because like I would do readings for myself and they just didn't turn out right. But I do readings for other people and they do well. Like sometimes I can do readings for myself, but most times like it doesn't turn out well. Like when I do readings for other people, they turn out like so accurate. I always get accurate results. You know, we have some people that say, "Oh, that wasn't accurate," but the cards be accurate. But I just want to thank God for this gift because I never saw myself doing tarot. Um, it's the most beautiful thing that it's the most beautiful gift that God has ever given me, and I'm so very, very blessed. I don't take it for granted at all. And also, I just thank God, thank God for it. And I just want to say, like, for anyone who is stuck in religion, like, I just want to ask you, how many times are you going to read the Bible? Like, I got a call the other day. No, today, actually, earlier, I got a call. And someone was like, okay, I know you're doing things your way, but that's the devil's way. And this, like just trying to explain to me why I shouldn't be doing tarot, why I shouldn't be in this world or whatever. And she was like, if I do what you do, can you practice? Can you do what I do? And I immediately told her, because usually I'm the type of person to be like, okay, like I used to be a yes person, like, okay, I'll do it your way, or, I always compromise. However, this particular time, when this person asked me to do it their way and they'll do it my way, I told them, I said, listen, I like the way I'm doing it my way. Like my way is working for me. My way has gotten me to be more happy. It's gotten me to be more free, feel more free. It's gotten me to accept myself for who I am. It's gotten me to live my life unapologetically. It's allowed me to be just more expressive with myself. It's allowed me to know who I am deep inside. It's allowed me to realize that God lives within me. It's allowed me to know that my angels are with me. It's allowed me to know that my higher self is here. Mm, 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 mm. I mean, that's deep. Like, I felt that. I felt that. But yes, it's allowed me to know that my higher self is here with me, that God is here within me. And I embrace every moment, every little moment of it. I thank God for. I'm not exactly where I want to be with my life, but to have mental clarity, to be able to not have to feel validated by anyone, to be okay and content with being alone by myself. It's the most amazing thing to be able to not have to chase after friendships, to be able to have to not chase after people, to be able to know that I complete myself. It's the most amazing thing to be able to know that I don't have to search outside in the world to find God, and to already know that the church and God lives within me. It's the most beautiful thing. And I told her, I said, whatever works for you, however your freedom comes for you, however, church makes you feel. If church makes you feel whole, if it makes you feel happy, continue to do it for you, because whatever works for you is going to work for you. This is working for my life. I will not bend my rules for nobody. Not anymore. What I'm doing for me, it works for me. And if anyone has an issue with it, I'm sorry, but I will not adjust my life or my beliefs just to make anyone else comfortable, because then that will be doing myself a disservice. So I'm going to say, be you, do you. And a lot of people say, oh, YOLO is not good. No, YOLO, baby, you only live once. My friend, one day he was like, I was like, you only get one life. And luckily I changed it in my book because I was reading it to him. He was like, no, it's you only live once, not you only get one life. But anyway, you only live once. And that's like the most truest thing that has ever been said. You only live once, you only get one life. So live your life to the fullest and know that you are God. God is within you. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'ma do me, boo. I'ma do what the heck I want to do. And if anyone has an issue with it, I'm sorry, but this is for me, and it's been working. So, you know, I love my life. I love just my mindset. I love that I don't have to be attached to anything to be able to feel complete within myself. I love the fact that I can truly love people unconditionally without judging them on what they practice. Like, if a person is in the church heavily, like, I don't judge that. If a person left the Christian world to go to the Muslim world, I don't judge that. Do what works best for you. Whatever works for you, do it. I'm going to do what works for me. And this is a godly way of doing what I do. Like, you may not think it's godly. A lot of people may think, oh, she's the devil. I mean, think what you want. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that everything that has been turned into evil, a lot of things, not all, but some things that have been turned evil have been they misled us. They misled us, they misguided us on purpose. So they know they won't that they so they know that they misguided us on knowledge such as this, so that we will not be able to know our higher selves. That's why we have social media and all these other platforms to keep us so busy mentally, so we will never have time to focus on who we are, because they know if you get quiet, when you get quiet, you start to really focus on yourself. And when you start focusing on yourself, you start finding out things about yourself, and you start bettering yourself. I will definitely say that meditation is the best way to get to God. When you meditate, like,
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Net.
Hmm?
Net.
What?
Net.
What are you saying?
Net.
Come say hi to the people. Come on, say hello. But anyway, meditation is a way to get to God. Like, it's the closest way to get to God. And I mean, that's it. Like, it works for me. It may not work for you, may not work for anyone, but it works for me. And I'm very blessed to have this gift and help people to be able to guide them and take them to levels in their life they probably never been, to help them realize situations before they come up, so that they can be guarded and okay. But anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. My daughter, she broke my computer, my other computer, so I'm using this one here to be able to give you guys this information. So until I get that one fixed, I'll be using this. But anyway, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you later. Oh yeah, I forgot.